It has been a long time since I've posted a video on this channel, like a very long time. I'm actually going to check. Yeah, it's been over a year since I posted a video on this channel. And honestly, I thought I was done. I had privated all the videos, and yeah, I thought I was done with YouTube, making YouTube videos. I just wasn't really interested in it. But recently, I've gained interest in making videos again. And yeah, there's going to be some changes to this channel, to the small amount of people that are subscribed. I just wanted to talk about that. And this is more for people that are like watching older videos and then start watching the newer ones and are confused by changes, if they are, if it ever gets to that point, I guess. So, why I stopped making videos. That's the first thing I want to talk about. So, really, I started this channel for one main reason, and that was to promote my book. That was the main reason that I started this channel. I wanted to become an author, and I wanted to amass a big enough following that I could say, hey, I made a book, check it out, and it would automatically be successful. That was my plan. That's why I made the channel. That's what was driving me to make videos. And I published my book. It didn't um, didn't really go so well. It didn't didn't do anywhere near as well as I had hoped, of course. And I really don't think this channel helped that much that I know of. I really don't. But at that point, I still wanted to be an author, so I kept making videos in hopes that I would gain enough following. My channel was going okay. I was gaining subscribers. My videos were doing pretty well. Some of them were doing very well. So yeah, still wanted to be an author. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep making videos so that when I have another book, I'll have a big enough audience. Because I kind of made this channel when my book was already almost done, and so I didn't really have much time. A lot of times when you see like channels that make some product or something that is successful, usually the channel's been around for 5 years already at that point. That was not the case. Um, so I kept making videos, and then I at some point I just stopped wanting to be an author. I I decided that I actually wanted to go into software engineering, and that's pretty much killed my motivation because that was the main reason why I was making this channel. Once that was gone, why would I continue making videos? So that's why I stopped, and why I'm continuing. Um, I think I've actually found a better reason for making these videos, and that's because they are fun to make, which I always thought they were fun to make, but that just wasn't my motivation. I had an extrinsic motivation, and when that motivation was gone, I didn't care anymore. So, yeah, I actually think they're fun to make. And also, I'm reading books and watching media, whatever, manga, whatever. And I really want to talk about it, but I don't know anybody that that is familiar with the stuff I'm talking about. So, and I don't really want to write about it. That was kind of the other thing I was considering is like writing about this stuff, but that just doesn't feel the same to me. And I also could just record myself and not do anything with the videos, but that just seems weird to me, which I think is different than how most people would feel. Like most people would be kind of feel odd posting on the internet with themselves talking. But for me, I just I feel like something has to come from my like making these videos, even if that's just one view. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm continuing. I just want to talk about books and stuff, and I think that'll be, that'll be better. And if I decide I don't want to, I'll stop. I'm not. This is purely a for fun thing. I'm only continuing for fun, and yeah, I actually did make another channel because I was like thinking that I didn't want to continue this channel for whatever reason, just because I was like, I don't know. It's a thing that I've done for a long time of spending a lot of time on a channel and then making a new one. And because whatever reason, I didn't like the branding, I didn't like whatever. And my friend actually texted me and was like,
Why did you make a new channel?
and I was like, you know what? That is kind of silly. So I decided I'll just continue with this channel, rebrand it. Now it's just my name. And yeah, so now I want to talk about the type of videos that I'm going to make. It'll be mostly the same, honestly, in terms of the type of videos I'm going to be making. I'm going to be doing book reviews, which is most of what this channel has been up to this point. But then I also want to do book discussions. So instead of just trying to help you decide if you should read a book or not, which will still be the main thing. I'm also going to like have longer videos where I sort of talk through my thoughts on a book, even talk about specific parts of a book, which I expect won't be as popular, but it's what I want to do. It's why I'm part of the reason why I'm starting this again. Books aren't the only thing I want to talk about, and also I think there is some benefit of doing reviews for myself. Like I still enjoy doing reviews like without spoilers. Um, I'm also going to be doing more like outside of book medium stories. So I've already made some manga related content, but I definitely want to make more manga related content and then also anime, um, where I feel fit. Film too. I know there's already a plethora of people talking about all this stuff. Also, I might want to do more philosophy stuff. So, um, I actually originally started this channel to kind of be more of a philosophy channel. I know I said I started it to promote my book, but I I was kind of more thinking that it was going to build a channel where I talk about philosophical things, and then thinking that my book was super philosophical, it would be promoted that way, but that quickly went away. I think I made two videos doing that, but I think it is related because a lot of philosophy is consumed via books, and that's really what I'm going to focus on. Is like philosophy literature, not so much general philosophy. So you can see I have my philosophy shelf over there. And I want to talk about that. So it's still books, right? But it's not fiction, it's philosophy. Um, and then also writing projects that I'm working on. So I have actually started a new writing project. I'll explain it more in a different video, but I do want to talk about it, not to promote it, but just because I want to talk about it. For whatever reason, I feel better talking to a screen about it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. There are people that could talk about it that would be interested in it, and some of those people will probably watch these videos anyway. But for whatever reason, it's hard for me to talk about it because I almost feel like I can't say anything. So I want to plan out what I'm going to say ahead of time, and that's kind of weird to do in a conversation, I think. So, yeah, that's kind of that thing. Uh, sure, it would be cool to write a book, get it published in whatever way, and have an audience to promote it. But that's not my motivation anymore. That's not why I'm talking about my writing. I'm more talking about it in the sense, in a world building sense. I know that's become very popular. So just to explore ideas and stuff like that. I think I'm going to review most things I read. I probably won't review most things I watch. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. But yeah, most things I read, I'll review. Most manga I read, I'll do some sort of review, but the discussions are really only going to be for things that I like. I'm not going to spend, I don't know, I might do hour-long discussion videos. I'm not going to spend an hour long or 30 minutes talking about something I didn't like. That's going to be reserved for like my favorite stuff. The other thing I was going to note is that before I did a lot of scripted videos. Almost all my videos were very, very scripted. Like everything I said was scripted. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have bullet points and there's going to be a lot of rambling going forward. I do hope to edit it down and not do it as much in the first place, but yeah, because I'm not before I just was it was like it was kind of I kind of had a process where I was like write a script, film 5 videos, post them, schedule them and post them. That's kind of how I did it. And it was very much a process. It wasn't almost didn't feel fun. So now I'm just going to be talking about it and if it's too long for people, oh well, what can I do? But I will try to not talk as much. And then also the other thing I have to address is a change in quality. So I am using my webcam to record this on OBS, and I'm using my AirPods for a mic, but and that's different from what I did before. Before I would use my phone, which had a superior camera to my webcam, although I don't think this webcam's that bad, as long as the lighting isn't too harsh. I also had a lighting setup. I had a whole separate mic. Um, the mic broke. The light I got rid of. I got rid of my tripod too because I just thought I wasn't going to do this anymore. But I do hope to get like a stand for my phone to go on my monitor that I can use. But I don't know. I don't think the webcam's that bad. The AirPod mic quality, that's definitely gonna change if I do continue to want to do this, because they're not the best. I will get like a lapel mic eventually, but for now, this is what it's gonna be. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but eventually it will change. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is actually what I am reading and what I plan to read, just to kind of give you an idea on what's going to be on here going forward, if you even care. Things that I'm reading. So right now, I'm reading The Lord of the Rings. I've read The Hobbit and the first two Lord of the Rings books. I'm pretty much done with the third one, and then I'm going to be taking a break and reading Project Hail Mary again, which I, in the lifespan of this channel, reviewed that recently, even though that was well over almost 2 years ago for me. Um, and then also I've been reading Vagabond, the manga. So, uh, and I didn't talk about this, but I read Berserk. I read the whole thing, so I'll probably talk about that at some point. Maybe I don't really feel like talking about it that much, honestly. I don't really think there's much for me to say about it, so maybe not. I don't know. I think it's been talked about plenty, and I don't really feel a desire to talk about it that much. Not that it's not amazing, it is astounding. It is an incredible work, but that one's just so personal for me that I almost don't want to talk about it, which is kind of weird. But anyway, Vagabond, I'll probably talk about. I love that one so far. Um, in terms of books, though, after I finish Project Hail Mary, I plan on reading The Silmarillion. I'm just using Project Hail Mary to get a break from Middle Earth for a little bit because I am feeling a little tired about it, but we'll see after I finish The Return of the King. Maybe I'll go straight into The Silmarillion. But that one in particular, I'm a little scared of. I've read it before and it was very hard to read for me. That was a long time ago, though, that I was literally in middle school. But still, I'm a little scared to read it, so I kind of want to take a break to give it a good shot. After that, I plan on reading the first four Dune books, and then after that, I will go into the first Law trilogy. Maybe I'll do the other works. I didn't know that series is as big as it is. I thought it was just 3 books. That is not the case, so that one, I don't know. I haven't read a big series yet, so we'll see. And then I plan on reading a Neil Gaiman book, then the Bloodsworn trilogy. The third book should be out by the time I get to it, so unless I read really fast. And then some other books. I plan on reading A Song of Ice and Fire. The next big series is the Expanse series, so that will be the biggest series I've read at that point. And then the Hyperion series, the Green Bone Saga series. I'll read Foundation, then Sun Eater, and that's when my list kind of is just random. Not random books, but pretty much random. Like we have Blake Crouch books, Jack London, uh, you know, we have like War and Peace on here, and then Discworld books, and yeah, I love. By the way, I've read one Discworld book so far, and I loved it. Absolutely amazing. And then in terms of manga that I'm going to read, let's see. Oops. So manga, I already said I'm reading Vagabond right now. After that, I plan on reading Akumetsu, which is supposed to be really good. It has a kind of Death Note vibe too, which I'm really excited for. Vinland Saga, Blame, 20th Century Boys, Claymore, Hollyland, Holy Land. I don't know why I keep saying Hollyland. It's Holy Land. I say it like as if I said it in videos before, but to myself, I always say Hollyland. I don't know why. Akira, Lone Wolf and Cub, Planet, Planetes. That one was making me really depressed, so I don't know. I'm not super excited to read that one. It was not depressed. It was making me feel existential in ways that I don't like feeling existential. I like feeling existential, but not the ways that book was making me feel. So I don't know. Maybe I won't read that series. It was really good. It was going really well, but I just didn't. I was in the mood. Um, Slam Dunk, Pluto, Doro Hidoro. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I Am a Hero. 3 Days of Happiness. Great Teacher Onizuka. The Climber, Homunculus, um, and then some other ones. I have Chainsaw Man on here. I've read a lot of that already, but I might catch up. Jogon, Real, The Gray Man, Goodnight Poon Poon, maybe Battle of Angel Alita. I'm not sure. I heard that one's good. It doesn't look super appealing to me, but might be good. Gantz. That's really about it. This was a long video, but that's really all I wanted to talk about. I'm going to edit there. Feel free to comment in the description what you think and leave a like if you want. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but yeah, I hope everyone's well. And here's to starting this channel again. So, yeah.